Yo, this is gonna be a quick tutorial on how to beat the first tutorial boss in Armored Core 6. This boss can be very tough and annoying, especially when it's introduced when you don't have too much training going on, you're not accustomed to the game yet, but with a few simple strategies, you'll be able to take him down easily. So let's get into it. Let's start off with a couple things to do to make the fight a bit easy. First, pay attention to your stamina bar. The stamina bar is right here. This is the white bar at the bottom of your screen. It represents your energy and it will deplete when you use your dashes, when you fly around, when you stay in the air. If your stamina bar runs out, you'll be vulnerable to most attacks and you'll fall to the ground. So make sure to keep an eye on it and drop down to the ground when it gets really low so you can regenerate and fly back up. Number 2, use your dodges to avoid the incoming missiles or follow the boss if he moves around. The boss will fire missiles at you. These missiles are very fast and difficult to dodge, but you can use your dodges to avoid them by strafing left and right. Importantly, you should use the dodges to dash and get close to the boss to do damage. Speaking of damage, that's our third point. Use your dash and melee to close the distance and deal insane damage to the boss. The melee attacks in Armored Core are very powerful, so use them to your advantage. Use the shoulder charge to get close to the boss, then hit 2 melee hits and drop down to reset your stamina and avoid his counterattack. This boss is very counterintuitive. The first thing you think to your mind is that you should just strafe around and shoot him with missiles and hide behind buildings, but his blast and his missiles will still hit you. So just fly up, dash as close as you can, and hit him with 2 melee hits and drop down. That's the secret sauce. Finally, keep an eye on the boss's stagger meter. This is a separate bar from their health and it will fill up as you deal damage to them. Once the stagger meter is full, the boss will stagger, which means they will be stunned and vulnerable to attacks. To keep the stagger meter from resetting, keep firing shots at the boss between the melee hits. Once the boss is staggered, rush in for a melee combo to deal as much damage as possible. Now let's talk about 3 things not to do so you don't put yourself in a bad position mid-fight. First of all, don't stay stationary. If you stay stationary, the boss will bombard you with missiles. Even if you dodge the missiles, you will still take blast damage. So keep moving, don't give the boss a chance to attack you. Number 2, don't engage the boss at the edge of the map. This is something that I had to learn the hard way. If you engage the boss at the edge of the map, he'll go out of bounds and become unreachable, especially for your melee attacks. So make sure to fight him in the center of the map. Number 3 is that don't exhaust your stamina bar, but stay in midair too much. As I mentioned earlier, stamina bar represents your energy. If you stay in the air too much, your stamina bar will run out and you will be vulnerable to his attacks. So make sure to drop down, reset, then fly back up. If you're still having trouble, I'll show you how to approach the fight just by simply following these steps. First of all, fly upward, then charge at the boss, then land 2 melee hits, and drop to the ground. Simply rinse and repeat. I feel like the boss gets more aggressive the more damage you do, so try to add dodge into the combo before you hit your melees. So it would be like this: fly upward, you shoulder charge, dodge right and left, then 2 melee hits, then drop to the ground, then reset. And that's it. Like, once you know that combo, once you know his weakness to the melee, this boss I feel like becomes very easy. It's a very hard boss to put at the beginning, especially when people don't know how to play the game for the first time. So yeah, that is it for my tutorial on how to beat the boss in Armored Core 6. I hope these strategies help you to take him down easily. And yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more Armored Core 6 videos. Before I let you go, here's a fresh run where I just toyed with the boss, and if you want to observe the whole process in one motion and one go, this is how it would look like. So enjoy.
Registration number RB23. Rank fits the bill. Call sign. What? Looks like they were on to you after all. In no mood to pick a fight with the PCA. But it doesn't matter. Take it out now, they won't have enough to ID you.
remaining. AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Confirmed. Heavy combat helicopter is down.
Fight.